So we can also, let me make sure we understand that instead of 0 here, you can do j option pane dot. Like if you want to do error message type, just say error message type, right? On the top here is going to show you error message. If you do information message, just type information message. Right. So this is just actually try to access to the members field summary here, right? Like error message right now. As this is an int. Now I'm going to show you with this information message. And let's look at the program. Every time you change, you need to recompile and then run the program, right? Java. So information just with I instead of X. See? Alright, so we're going to show you how to use, there are more dialogues, right? We're going to show you how to use ShowInputDialog. So we already have ShowMessageDialog, right? So ShowInputDialog, I'm going to open VI again. Okay. So I'm going to pretty much just, this is show message, just like system outlook, right? ShowInputDialog, just like scanner that you read in from keyboard, right? But now you just from the dialog that user have to enter something on keyboard too. So let's say I'm going to create J option pane again. Instead of show message, we say show input dialog, right? Again, like I just showed you here, so we know that there's a show input dialog to prompt the user for some input, right? It's explained on the Java doc here. How do I use the method, right? How do you use the method? I just explained that you can just go down into the section where we call method summary, right? This is field constructor method summary. And looking for show input dialog. Now you start to see there are, wow, a lot of them here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Alright, so you may see that there are 6 different show input dialog. And I show you that at least you should have one with 2 parameters, right? And this one with 3 parameters. Of course, you have to know what is it initial selection values means. You can click on itself. It's going to explain even more details, right? The value used to initialize the input field. So let's see. We can look through this more. This one is like title, right? Same principle, right? Let's just type, right? With the added. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 4, right? Parameters. And this is going to be message title, message type. Now icon. You can also create your image icon and put on your dialog to show. And this is going to be selection values. You can have it as the dialog like a drop-down box for user to select. Right, so this is the values that you can pass in, and we can make it initial select values like, for example, I make like select male or female. I can make female as default, something like that. You can make like this one is instead of user type in, you can make a drop down box like this. So you can make this simple one with 2, right? 2 message. This is show message now. So we're done with ShowInputDialog. So let's come back to the code. We're going to show you just the basic one with 2 first, right? So private component should be null, and the message, like enter a name, something like that, right? Enter first name. So let's switch back to the batch and say the first one is do the insert mode, right? So I second, let me expand. No, and the second one is enter first name, something like that, right? Now, think about when you read the methods. Let me show you again. Things that you have to concern is the type. So method has the type. So what does it mean? Let me show you show message dialog. This is the type. Void means it's not returning anything. Like if the method is, let's look at ShowInputDialog, the one that we're working on, string. It's going to return string. String, then the user input, the name of the user. So in this case, what we need to do is, it's going to return string. So what do I need? I need to store the values as string, right? And the name. So I declare variables for name and store the value that the user enter in, because you try to read in something from user in order to manipulate something, right? Then I can say hello, Mr. right, Tom, or whoever enter the name. So now I can modify my option pane show message dialog here to say hello to the specific name, right? That I read in from ShowInputDialog and stored the name. Okay, so now we're going to test this program. Right, but recompiling this every time I change something and run the program. There you go. So we get the input dialog, right? So enter first name is from that I type in the message. Tom. Hello, Tom. Now we can interact with the user. So we can create a simple game, right? If you have an idea to do the tic-tac-toe, whatever, right? So this could be, maybe this easy one is hammer, scissors, hammer, paper, scissors. User enter hammer, then into the program may have the computer to say I have scissors, and then they'll pop up. I'm the winner. You're the winner, right? Because hammer. Makes sense? You can create a simple interaction with the user with a small game. Okay, I'm going to open the code again for you to review. So again, we create the option pane ShowInputDialog with a message showing up, return the name. So put the name next to the show message dialog. So this lines of code make that happen. So the same thing happened for 3, right? So for 3 is initial selection value, say the value used to initialize the input field. So you may see when I run this program, so there's nothing initialized, it's empty. So if I wanted actually to, in case user didn't type anything, if the user didn't type anything, I'm going to say this is going to be John, right? As a default, as a first name. Comma. John as a default. Okay. So we're going to say that initialize. So that's pretty much how you're going to read it, do it. So escape, right, and quit. So let's recompile this. Now we're going to run it. fill it as an integer value. Okay, so if I didn't type anything, then this is it. So that's the third one, and you already know we can put the title at the top, right, for 4 of them, and you can change the message type, right, with icon look difference, right, instead of information by default. And this you can do like selecting a group. I'll just let you experience that on your own. Okay. Rest. So now we know that in order to solve the problem for this question, we have to read in with the option pin, and the option pin will return string. We need to convert string to the values like int or double that we can actually multiply, right, to be numbers. So let me show you how do we do that. So we're going to go back and say I'm going to modify this program a little bit. Okay. Enter, instead of first name, I say enter a number. Oops. So come back, enter a number. I happen to do, sorry. Now we can make a default as maybe 100, right? This is going to return string, but we don't want string. Let's say I'm going to make it as an int. You can do double too. So we need a converter. Okay. So for example, if this is string, like it's string, right? It's not going to work. It's going to have an error. So we need to convert this whole thing. So this whole thing, that means I start to put parentheses around the whole thing. Right. This whole thing, right? Like in math, right? Parentheses, whole thing. And I have to do, if I want to do int, that stands for integer. Dot parse int. So it's going to convert to an integer. Just like scanner dot next int, right? To read in. But this one, integer dot parse int. If you do double, can you guys guess what do we do? What do you guys do? Double instead, right? Dot parse double, right? Okay. You float dot parse float. Now we pretty much just be able to manipulate the values. So I'm going to say number times 10 or 20. Okay. So let's look at the output. Write and quit. Recompiling it. Okay, there you go. Alright, so that should do. After you do that, convert the input from string to appropriate data type. I just showed you how to do that, right? Use the parse and the type, right? Use the formula above to convert the centimeters to feet and inches. I just show you how to do that on the board. Or just look at that. Multiply 0.39 to inch, divide 12 to feet, and do multiplicator, right? Percentage for remainders. I'll put the feet and inches using the option pin. Alright, so we should be good.